Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor on behalf of the Permanent Mission of the United Arab Emirates in Geneva, in partnership with the Permanent Mission of the Holy See and the UN University for Peace. We're here to celebrate the very first virtual commemoration of International Day of Human Fraternity, which was adopted last December by the General Assembly at the United Nations under the leadership of the United Arab Emirates. I'd like to highlight the document of Human Fraternity, which was signed by Pope Francis and Dr. Ahmed al-Tayeb, the Grand Imam of Azhar, during the Pointer's first ever visit to Abu Dhabi in February 2019. This document urges the adoption of mutual understanding, interreligious and intercultural dialogue, which constitutes dimensions of a culture of peace to promote harmony and enhance peace in a sustainable environment. Throughout this video, you will hear from UAE's Assistant Minister for Public and Cultural Diplomacy, the Holy See, the Office of the UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights, World Council of Churches, the Higher Committee on Human Fraternity, the Swiss Federation of Jewish Communities, and the UN University for Peace. Thank you very much.
Today we celebrate the Day of Human Fraternity. It's an extremely important day in the Emirates. It came out as a product of a leadership meeting with religious leaders and announcing that this is a day for humanity. Particularly important for the Emirates because the Emirates represents a tolerant and open society, one where many nationalities live together, work together and create together. One of the examples of this idea of human fraternity is the Abrahamic Family House, which will be a combination of a mosque, a church and a synagogue. And another example of what we mean by human fraternity is the huge number of houses of worship that for many different religions that exist in the Emirates. We work together here, we build together, we engage in science and technology. We are a modern society where fraternity is probably one of the most important aspects that keeps us together. We also think that human fraternity is not just about tolerating each other and living together. That's what human fraternity really means, and that's why we should celebrate this day.
The commemoration of the International Day of Human Fraternity is also a celebration of interreligious dialogue. It witnesses, even on an institutional level, to our commitment to contribute as believers, along with all peoples of goodwill, to healing our wounded world. The inspiration behind human fraternity implies inclusiveness not only within my group, community, culture, or religion, but with all people, united as one family of brothers and sisters. The Pope Francis has said the time has come when the religions should more actively exert themselves with courage and audacity to help the human family deepen the capacity for reconciliation, the vision of hope, and the concrete path of peace. While remaining rooted in our own identity, and supported by the sincerity of our intentions, let us all take this opportunity to move beyond any threat to fraternity by listening to and understanding the other as brother.
We are living in a turbulent times. Essential values such as multilateralism has been questioned. Human rights violations are strongly expressed. War persists. A change is required. The International Day for Human Fraternity calls us for the reflection how to bring this change. The COVID-19 reaffirmed the need for fraternity and solidarity among human beings.
In the context of the rise of discrimination, racism and hate speech against all kinds of minorities, today, permanent delegation of the UAE in Geneva, in partnership with the permanent delegations of the Holy See and UN University for Peace, we are celebrating the International Fraternity Day.
Commemorating the International Day of Human Fraternity reminds us that faith actors are human rights defenders in their own right. As such, they do have responsibilities. They therefore need to be fully equipped and engaged in using the United Nations tools and standards. The Human Fraternity document, signed 2 years ago by Pope Francis and the Grand Imam of Azhar, resonates in many ways with the United Nations Faithful Rights Framework on the role and responsibilities of faith actors. Inter- and intra-religious engagement is a powerful tool of reconciliation and peace building in people's hearts and minds. Such engagement should lead to sustainable change on the ground. Human rights tools provide useful peer-to-peer learning opportunities that faith actors can seize and enrich. Let this shift from dialogue to action be one of the key messages of today's commemoration and commitment. I thank you.
لقد جاء قرار الجمعية العامة للأمم المتحدة بإجماع أعضائها باعتماد ذكرى توقيع وثيقة الأخوة الإنسانية يوماً عالمياً، يوماً دولياً للأخوة الإنسانية، مما يعني أن البشرية باتت تدرك أهمية الأخوة الإنسانية في صياغة علاقاتها، سواء السياسية أو الإنسانية أو الأيديولوجية أو الاجتماعية، وأيضاً في صياغة مستقبل أجيالها القادمة. في اليوم الدولي للأخوة الإنسانية الذي نحتفل فيه بذكرى توقيع أهم الوثائق الإنسانية في العصر الحديث، نلتقي جميعاً لنتشارك كلنا في تحقيق مبادئ هذه الوثيقة، ولنجدد الأفكار والرؤى التي تساعد في نشرها لتصبح حقاً وثيقة ملهمة للتسامح، لتصبح حقاً وثيقة دليل على العيش المشترك بين مختلف الأديان والثقافات والألوان والأعراق.
Dear sisters and brothers, I take this opportunity to greet you from the headquarters of the World Council of Churches in Geneva, Switzerland, and congratulate you on the International Day of Human Fraternity. The United Nations General Assembly's adoption of February 4th as the International Day of Human Fraternity upholds the importance of unity among all human beings with their diversity and differences. It also highlights the universality of the human values that are unanimously embraced by our religious institutions and human rights institutions. I congratulate the Higher Committee on Human Fraternity on the success of its inspiring initiative that reinforces the significance of the document on human fraternity in promoting the values of tolerance, coexistence, mutual understanding and respect. I join today Pope Francis and Grand Imam Dr. al-Tayeb in my thoughts and in my prayers to celebrate our human fraternity within our fragility.
Dear friends, there is nothing more destructive to mankind than the hatred that some people face just because they have a different religion or a different skin color. It's a scourge that has terrorized us for thousands of years and has held us all back from making the lives of all people all around the world better. That is why this must finally come to an end. We must all realize that we are not different if we pray differently. We are not different if our houses of worship look different. We are all human beings and we are all brothers and sisters. Thank you, stay healthy and stay peaceful.